South Asian University, New Delhi. Mr. Akash Patil, Director, Dr. Ambedkar International Center. We have Professor P.V. Kollur, President, LIS Academy and Organizing Co-Chair. For this website launch and release of brochure, we witnessed both the events just a few minutes back. And also it is really a pleasure to hear Professor Agarwal, and it is all the time, he has covered everything. And what has to be told about libraries as well as, technical education. Friends, the theme, library diplomacy, is also very unique, and it unites the nations through library cooperation. That's the theme of this Congress, which is going to be held in February of 2025. So I wish the very best for the GLS 2025. I hope this will bring in large number of people from across the world so that a clear deliberation happens on how the libraries are evolving. Whatever we talked about, we have reminiscence of our libraries. See, when I started studying, doing my research at Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore, so we used to take notes by hand. There were no photocopier, there were no phones, there were no PDF files, okay? There were no internet. So those are the time. And even if I go back a little bit further, my advisor has to travel somewhere to a different city to go to a library. Okay? That means he used to travel to different cities and come there, sit down there, spend a lot of time. Friends, we have to be realistic as well. Things have evolved. Today, libraries have reached the palm tops. It's reality. Whether we like it or not, or what we need to do is we need to adopt ourselves. So Professor Agarwal talked about summarization. Whether we like it or not, let me tell you a small story. When I joined AICTE, coming from Indian Institute of Science and IIT, AICTE was a different thing. So I asked ChatGPT, this is the time ChatGPT was big, to write about what this AICTE does. Believe me, 20, 30 pages came. So as usual, nowadays, we don't have a practice of reading. We are sitting in a library, conference lunch. But it's all about reading. But anyway, I thought, let me be smart than this ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT to write a poem about AICTE covering every activity, what it does. So that I can see succinctly or summarize the entire activity. Believe me, in 10 seconds, a beautiful poem was there explaining entire activities of All India Council for Technical Education, which started as early as 1945. That is not that it. Immediately I said, write this poem in Hindi. Believe me, another 5 to 10 second Hindi poem was there. So what needs to be done today, friends, is we need to use more and more our languages. So our effort at AICTE is very forefront in this direction. Particularly a tool called Anuvadini is being developed, and we have created a Section 8 company to help everything. See, the material has to be, very important thing is not how do you deliver it to the individuals, in what format you are delivering it, in what language you are delivering. You have to deliver it in their mother tongues. So that will be touching and it will be remaining ever. Because innovations can happen much quicker if you start thinking in your mother tongue. So whatever language you study, many languages you can experience, you can study in English, nothing, but it's very important to create our own materials in our languages. It's very, very important. India being a country with large number of languages, I think library science have to evolve in this direction, creating our own materials. So that's where the one effort is being happening at the Ministry of Education, with the Anuvadini Foundation at AICTE. So we have now all engineering and diploma books available in 13 languages already, and we are going to put that free of cost to everybody in our e-cum portal. It's already available. First and second year of diploma and first and second year of engineering, but we are preparing the third and fourth year. And all these are not run-of-the-mill textbooks. That means we are not simply taking a textbook and translating. No, all these books are generated newly as per the new model curriculum what we have developed with including industry academy interactions and all the state-of-the-art things. Friends, libraries have changed it, and artificial intelligence is going to change the way we grasp things as well. Because as he rightly said, summarization of Ramayana took so much time, but ChatGPT, I didn't disagree with him. ChatGPT also will do a good job if you feed the data properly. Because today ChatGPT need not search from all entire internet. It can be locally. Also, you can create your data and ask it to summarize it. It will do a fantastic job in 10 seconds. So what is worrisome is the speed at which it is happening. Okay, if quantum computing comes into picture, then it will be happening in real time. That means you ask a question, you get an answer. That too, I keep asking this computer science professor is also here, which is the most popular language now. As of now, it is English, but soon we will make it at AICTE. Every language is as relevant to the computers as English today. It is not Python programming today. It is the English. If you can ask a question, so prompt engineering will be a new subject for all of us to learn. So how to prompt these databases or the computers, that's going to be the order of the day. So library diplomacy, what you have chosen, the theme is more than a theme. I see, is more than a theme. It is a pathway to bridging divides, breaking down barriers, and enabling global citizens to learn. So when he said this breaking down the barriers, I think we have already broken the barriers. India is actually in public digital infrastructure creation, we are the number one in the world. Okay, and we are the only nation. Face as an ID, we can walk into an airplane. Can you think about it? In almost 25 airports, we can use face as an ID and walking into that. And if you look at many such examples, what we have adopted in digital public infrastructure and its creation is mind-boggling. And in that direction, let this conference, which is going to be having in February, create a similar kind of a public digital infrastructure for libraries, because there are a large number of aspiring students who would like to learn and come to higher education in India. Just to give you a last bit of my, coming from Ministry of Education, how we are placing and how many universities we need to create. Look at it. You see, in 2001, when we got independence in 1947, our gross enrollment ratio in higher education was 1%. In 2001, it was 11%. And today, we are at 28.3%. That means we increased the gross enrollment ratio of 18.3% in 25 years. But our plan right now, as per the National Education Policy of 2020, is by 2035, we would like to reach that number 50%. So imagine now a challenge in front of us. 22% gross enrollment ratio we want to increase in 10 years, which we haven't done it earlier. So that's the big challenge in front of us. So 4.3 crore children are in higher education today, but we are expecting to have another at least 3 to 4 crores in higher education in 10 years. This is the number. We need more number of universities, more number of libraries, more number of, that's being the largest populated country in the world. I think, with a lot of talent being here, particularly in rural part of India, libraries are going to be here with us in different forms, different ways, and this will be the knowledge dissemination centers. It may be in the internet, or it may be in the cloud, it may be anywhere, but they are there. That's the knowledge creation center. So you could see that happening already in our universities and colleges. So now no one calls them as libraries. They're calling as knowledge centers. Okay, and it could be also like maker space is also getting into it. I saw one session in your very interestingly in technologies for libraries. I was just watching blockchain technology for library. That's going to revolutionize the way you really search and you do things. Okay, it will be localized. And then metaverse, augmented reality and virtual reality. These are the courses actually AICTE started in 2017. Very earlier than even some of the IITs. So I just tell you an anecdote. When we started a School of Data Science and Artificial Intelligence in 2021, a philanthropist came from USA and saying that we wanted to create School of Data Science and Artificial Intelligence. I want to donate also to you. So I asked my computer science professors to discuss and come with a plan. They said, no, we are already doing it. So then I thought it's not going to happen. So we created a new school, Living Out Computer Science Department. School of Data Science. Today we have a very good. But what I'm trying to tell you is, it is not that. When I came to AICTE, by 2021, more than 1,000 colleges had already offered BTech degree in data science and artificial intelligence. They graduated. So we were still debating. That's the kind of thing should not happen. We should be in the forefront. I think this library summit because it covers every area. Okay? Starting from languages to science, technology to every area. I hope this will be a big boon to our nation to create a larger public digital infrastructure on libraries. With these few words, I thank the organizers for inviting me to be here with you to share some of my thoughts. And I hope this event, Global Library Summit, will be a big success in 2025. And we really look forward to be part of this event in Ambedkar International Center. Dr. Patil is here. So I think it's a beautiful location, very close to everybody, and very easy to get in and get out. So that's a very fantastic place. I hope all will enjoy attending Global Libraries Science Congress in 2025 on library diplomacy. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.